Good morning. This is PA Harness Week, a show all about harness racing right here in the Keystone State. From the hottest horses to the winningest drivers and trainers to the big money races, this show has it all. I'm Charlotte McBride, joined by Heather Vitale.
Charlotte, always psyched to be here for a half an hour with you, talking about my favorite subject.
We have a lot going on in this week's show. Here's what you can expect to see in this next half hour. On today's show, a 9-year-old record falls at Harrah's, Philadelphia. We'll show you the race and hear from her driver. Plus, the Pennsylvania Sire Stakes and Great Northeast Open Series is coming to an end. We have the latest winners, and New Zealand-bred Lazarus finally made his North American debut. We've got the Dan Patch Stakes, all this, plus you'll meet the Harrah's Philadelphia blacksmith. That's next on PA Harness Week. And now it's time for our race of the week. Our first stop is right here at Harrah's, Philadelphia. A record that stood for 9 years falls in this race. The favorite in this one, Caviar Alley.
They're often pacing. Run between rivals. Caviar Alley left well for the lead. Caitlin is to her inside with Princess Fabulosa. Obvious Blue Chip is parked wide as they round the turn. Rita Franco comes away fifth, and Pen Pal is the trailer. And quickly, Caviar Alley wants to control her own destiny, and she will. She's up a tight length on the pocket sitting Caitlin. The relaying back, Princess Fabulosa third, followed fourth by Obvious Blue Chip, and fifth, Rita Franco, and Pen Pal is 7 lengths off the lead, 26 4/4. Caviar Alley is up a length. Caitlin is second as they near us the first time into the sun. Princess Fabulosa races third. Obvious Blue Chip plots her strategies from fourth. She's 5 lengths off the lead under a good C-trick hold. Rita Franco's not locked on the left line there, and Pen Pal trails the field. 8 lengths front from back to the half to go, and Caviar Alley's in front by 1, being stalked by Caitlin. Princess Fabulosa gaps third, 54 4. 28 seconds for the quarter. They race up the back stretch. Caviar Alley in front by 1. Caitlin is second by 1. Princess Fabulosa tightens down and is being driven third. Obvious Blue Chip still in waiting fourth with 3/8 to go. The Rita Franco shovel to the inside, and Pen Pal starts to gather up momentum out wide. They near 3/4. Caviar Alley. Princess Fabulosa now off the 3-hole. Caitlin still second narrowly. Obvious Blue Chip stays inside. Pen Pal is catching up with cover. 3/4. 122 1. So far effortless for Caviar Alley, who's up a length and a half at the top of the stretch. Caitlin is second. Outside, Princess Fabulosa third. Obvious Blue Chip looks for room. Pen Pal's out wide there in the straight, and Caviar Alley is showing the way under confident McCarthy handling. Battle on for place down to the finish. Caviar Alley, she never broke a sweat.
Caviar Alley, who won the 2017 Jugette and the Pennsylvania Sire Stakes Championship, as another impressive thing to her resume, and it is a record here at Harrah's, Philadelphia. She wins in 1:49. Now, this is a record that stood for 4-year-old pacing mares for almost 9 years, so just amazing. Her trainer is Noel Daly, her driver, Andrew McCarthy, and we spoke to him about this record-breaking mile.
She's been really good, but I think that's as good as she's been all year. She's really starting to tighten into shape, and the form's been great, but you know, she went 49 flat, and did it pretty easy, considering.
When you heard that she broke that track record, what was the first thought in your head?
I didn't know that 49 flat was a track record, but yeah, I can understand why, and yeah, I just didn't really expect it. It didn't feel like she was going that fast. I figured I'd be going maybe a 50 mile, you know what I mean? But you know, the earplugs were still in, and she felt great.
And I know you have some rich history with this horse. What is so special about this horse?
You know, she won the Jugette last year. That was quite the thrill. You know, it's always been a dream of mine to win one of them big races on you know, the Delaware week. So yeah, that was really cool. She had a great year last year. I think she made 600,000-700,000, something like that. She won the PA Sire Stakes final. She's you know, but she's 4 now. She's got to race the older mares, and it's been a little tough, but she's getting there.
Staying here at Harrah's, Philadelphia, it's the PA Sire Stakes featuring 3-year-old colts and geldings. The favorite in this one is Grand Teton in the purse, $55,000.
Expertly done by Marcus Miller up the back stretch with leader Odds on Lauderdale, but now Shadow Cat on the outside is pressing the issue as the tempo quickens. Albergo Hanover third. Grand Teton is off stride. Grand Teton made a break, and moving between horses now Larry Carr, and trying to close up the inside is Decoy as they near 3/4. Odds on Lauderdale Outside Shadow Cat right behind Albergo Hanover. 3/4, 122. Big third quarter. Inside Odds On Lauderdale. Shadow Cat continues to threaten. Albergo Hanover's third at the top of the stretch. Decoy saves ground. Kirby starts to look for room. Larry Carr also starting to show interest as well as they straighten away. Odds On Lauderdale. Albergo Hanover up the inside from far back. Here comes Larry Carr flying mid-stretch. Odds On Lauderdale. Albergo Hanover's going better up the inside. It's Albergo Hanover to win. Odds On Lauderdale held place.
Albergo Hanover gets a great 2-hole trip, ends up winning in 1:49.4, and it's a lifetime best for him. Also, it was the fastest of the 3 Pennsylvania Sire Stakes divisions on this day. He also wins for the sister-brother team of Jem Bongiorno, who's the trainer. The driver is Joe Bongiorno. Finishing second is On Lauderdale, and then third went to Larry Carr. Grand Teton ended up going off stride, and he finished 6th.
More Pennsylvania Sire Stakes action. This is race number 7. Done Well, who finished second in North America Cup, went from wire to wire in a lifetime mark of 151. The son of Well Said colt was driven by Joe Bongiorno for trainer Brian Brown. And Captain Deo was second, and third was This Is the Plan.
The third and final Pennsylvania Sire Stakes division was taken by Hayden Hanover and driver Matt Kikaly. The son of Some Beach Somewhere crossed the wire in 151 for trainer Julie Miller. Mac-a-Doodle-Doo took the place spot over the favorite, Nutcracker Sweet, who was third.
Switching gears now to the Great Northeast Open Series. This is race number 9. The purse, $30,000, and the favorite in this one is New Zealand native More the Better.
More the Better in front by a length. Racing second, Don't Tell Me Again. Rodeo Romeo was third by a tight length. Sunfire Blue Chip is half in, half out fourth. Now commits to the outside. Roused up into play is Outrageous Blue Chip with less than 3/8 to go. Inside Gokudo Hanover shuffled in. Rock-Eyed Optimist is in a live flow. Nearing 3/4, More the Better. Taken on by Sunfire Blue Chip. 3/4 on the board. 120, 1 and 4. Around the far turn they go. More the Better on the inside. Sunfire Blue Chip is grinding a long nose away. Towards the inside, Don't Tell Me Again looks for room. Outrageous Blue Chip's been towed within a length of the lead. Looking for room. Rodeo Romeo, they straighten away. More the Better on the inside. Sunfire Blue Chip's right alongside. Up the inside, Don't Tell Me Again. 3 to a drive. On the outside, Sunfire Blue Chip, but Don't Tell Me Again's moving through. Don't Tell Me Again to win. The Sunfire Blue Chip second.
Don't Tell Me Again, who recently won the Graduate Series, once again proves that size does not matter. The pint-sized pacer ends up winning this one in 1:49.1 with Vic Kirby in the driver's seat. He is victorious for trainer Jim King Jr. The super classy Sunfire Blue Chip took second, and More the Better was third.
We have a lot more coming up in this week's show. We'll show you how they draw for post position. That's coming up. Plus, we have a lot of action from the downs at Mohegan Sun Pocono.
Top up stretch, kissing in the sand, trying to finish it off. Zeron now asking for more.
At Mohegan Sun Pocono, the colors shine a little brighter. The meals are just a little tastier, and the slots a little hotter. When you're here with great friends, the good times seem to last a little longer, and you just may feel a little luckier. Best of all, it's all a little closer, so you can shine on anytime you like. Shine on, Mohegan Sun Pocono.
The world is full of compromises, but not here. Not on this day, not in this race, not in this sport. Every bet is a hope. Return on investment comes in seconds. This is Harness Racing. We welcome you to the Harness Racing Fan Zone. See it all for yourself. Feel it in all the passion. Share that experience with others. The Harness Racing Fan Zone puts you in the driver's seat.
Welcome back to PA Harness Week. I have a question for you. Have you ever wondered how it's decided which horses race from which positions?
You know what? I'm glad you asked. Actually, it's an extremely simple process, believe it or not, but extremely important as well, and I went right to the authorities to find out.
4. Achilles Blue Chip is 4. 1. Mr. Truth is 1. 7.
We're here with Associate Judge Scott Egger. Now, Scott, how do you do the draw? It's very simple, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much. The race office puts the races together and they bring them over to us. Some races we have to split, and some races are seeded, and some races just one division. And they'll shake pills out of a little pill bottle. If there's 8 horses in a race, you put 8 pills in, and I shuffle up the entry blanks and turn one over, and they call out a number, and that's the post position the horses get. So it's random.
How do you answer the people when they say, why do I always get the 8 hole and not the rail?
Just bad luck. And normally they'll say, I've got the 8 holes so many times in a row, and you look at their thing and you can see 2 starts back they had the rail. And some horses just seem to draw very bad, and some horses draw good. It's just luck of the draw. So,
Thank you, Scott.
Thank you. It's good to see you again.
And now for some Pennsylvania Sire Stakes action from the Downs at Mohegan Sun Pocono. This is race number 3, and I really just love the name of the favorite in this one, Kissin' in the Sand.
Kissin' in the Sand, under no urging at the moment, up by a length, has Aldine Hanover in her hip pocket, and Rain on Me attempting a first over now. George Knapp calling on her for more. She's 2 back past 5/8. Parisian Hanover still saving ground. Strong Opinion starts to move on the outside, 5th, 4 off the lead. Edie's Well Said tucks in at the back of the pack. Still Kissin' in the Sand, leading it by a length. 3/4, 1:23 3, 27 4, third panel. Middle portion of the race, not really hurried for Kissin' in the Sand. Aldine Hanover still in the pocket. Rain on Me on the outside, dropping back. 3 wide move, Strong Opinion. Top of the stretch, Kissin' in the Sand, trying to finish it off. Zeron now asking for more. Aldine Hanover losing ground in the pocket. On the inside, room for Parisian Hanover, but Kissin' in the Sand making this one look easy at the end of the mile.
Kissin' in the Sand, whose name you may recognize because remember she won the James Lynch Memorial on Sun Stakes Saturday at the Downs at Mohegan Sun Pocono. She has Scott Zeron in the bike for this 1:15.3 victory, which actually was the fastest of the evening for these girls in Pennsylvania Sire Stakes action. Nancy Johansson's the winning trainer. Parisian Blue Chip took second, but she was going off stride, pacing home. She ended up being placed 3rd, and Aldine Hanover ended up taking the second money in here.
Staying at Mohegan Sun Pocono, race number 4, the second division of 3. Serene Stride was the favorite and did work on the front, but it was Sansevina Hanover and driver Andrew McCarthy first over to win in 1:52.1. Sansevina Hanover recorded both her first win of the year and a new personal best for trainer Ron Burke. Serene Stride was second, and Odds on Stephanie was 3rd.
Alexis Power was spectacular in this division of the Pennsylvania Sire Stakes action. She went to the front, never looked back, conditioned by Jim Campbell. She crossed the wire with an impressive new mark of 1:15.4. Tim Tetrick was in the driver's seat of this full of Some Beach Somewhere, which means that all the Sire Stakes divisions on this evening were sired by the great Some Beach. 4 lengths back was Sidewalk Dancer, and rounding out the trifecta was Escola Hanover.
You might have heard that September 2nd is going to be a huge night at the Downs at Mohegan Sun Pocono.
Yeah, there are 3 divisions of the Great Northeast Open Series that we've talked about on the show week in and week out. So you might be wondering, what is the Great Northeast Open Series? Okay, this is what happens. Now, we've got the Open Pacers, we've got the Mare Pacers, and we've got the Open Trotters. Okay, so we've got 3 divisions here. Now, they go from Mohegan Sun Pocono, and then they go to Harrah's Philadelphia, racing off and on each week, racking up points. So then, the culmination of everything happens on September 2nd with 3 huge $100,000 finals. Top 9 point getters make it into the final. And on top of that, they don't go just for a mile. It's a 1.25 mile event, each one of them. That's 2 times around the Downs at Mohegan Sun Pocono Oval.
And also on September 2nd, the finals for the PA Sire Stakes for 3-year-olds, and this carries with it $250,000. That's a big purse, a very big purse. It's really all hands on deck getting ready for the Breeders' Crown, of course, being held at the Downs at Mohegan Sun Pocono in October. Now, Lazarus came here from New Zealand. Lazarus's goal was to make it to the Breeders' Crown, and he made his North American debut at the Dam Patch. Take a look.
Lazarus clears by a length and a half. Bit of a Legend will follow along in second. Back of the inside, Rock and Ron has been relegated to third. Split the House and Miller right there fourth. Beckham Z-Tam is next in line, fifth. McWicked to the outside, New Talent. He's been out every step of the way thus far. Delta Winner moves to eighth, and now the trailer is all bets off. The half was 54-2, and Lazarus leads to the upper turn. The lead here was a length and a half. Bit of a Legend is right there to the inside, sticking close in second. And here comes Split the House. Brett Miller underway with him from third. Flushing and grabbing the cover, Beckham, Z-Tam, and McCumber has him in good striking position. Down to the inside is Rock and Ron. They come to 3/4 in 1:22 and 4. Lazarus leads for home with a Dan Patch. Lazarus by a length and a half to the outside. Split the House looking for the spoiler. To the inside, Bit of a Legend. They've less than a 60th to go. Lazarus leads the way. Split the House still there to the outside, is inching closer. Coming to the wire, it's Lazarus. Lazarus by a length. Lazarus a length and a half, and Lazarus came forth to win the 25th running of the Dan Patch Stakes.
Lazarus, who is last year's New Zealand Horse of the Year, makes an eye-popping performance in his American debut. He wins in 1:48 and 4 now. That makes him the first horse in history to have a sub-150 mile in 2 different hemispheres. He was driven by Yannick Gingras, trained by Jimmy Takter, and of course, Jimmy's goal is to make it October 27th at the Downs at Mohegan Sun Pocono at Breeders' Crown and take home another crown to put on his mantle.
We do have to take a quick break here, but coming up, we're going to talk to a blacksmith about the beautiful shoes our beautiful horses wear, and we'll catch up with a few horses that are breaking the bank this week.
Tom Jackson and Rip Roy is 55-1.
The excitement is back. Breeders' Crown. America's $6 million championships return to the Downs at Mohegan Sun Pocono, where racing's greatest champions are crowned on one unforgettable night. And a brand new chapter in racing history is written. Breeders' Crown, Saturday, October 27th. The journey, the pursuit of greatness, all comes down to this.
This message is brought to you by the more than 23,000 folks all across the Commonwealth, your friends, your neighbors, who proudly earn their living in Pennsylvania's horse racing and breeding industries. Each year, horse racing provides well over $4 billion in economic impact statewide, and horse racing is directly responsible for jobs, tens of thousands of solid, good-paying jobs in Erie, Harrisburg, Philadelphia, everywhere you look. Horse racing in Pennsylvania, it's a winner.
Welcome back to racing's fastest paced half hour, and these horses wouldn't be so fast if it weren't for the wonderful shoes on their feet.
That's exactly right. There's an old saying that says that a horse is built from the ground up. So unless they have that healthy hoof and the right shoe, they certainly cannot reach their full potential. So we talked to a local blacksmith to find out more in this Harness 411.
Well, I'm here with Mark Waterman, the resident blacksmith here at Harrah's, Philadelphia. How did you get started doing this?
I would say I'm a second generation horseman, so I've been around horses my whole life, and this after high school was something I wanted to try, and I've been with it ever since.
And you look like you love it. What is it that you love so much about this job?
I would say shoeing horses is definitely a lifestyle, and you have to enjoy it because it is kind of an art, and I just enjoy it. I love it. I get to meet new people, the challenges that it presents, I really enjoy.
How challenging is it to work directly with these horses? Because we watch the horses and they seem really calm with you.
The race horses, the standard breds are pretty good. They get done at least once a month, so they're very used to getting their feet done and familiar with it. The standard breds are a great breed. They are very docile. They're very easy to work with. So for the most part, they're pretty good.
You call it getting their feet done. Like I get my hair done. The horses get their feet done. Take me through that process.
So typically the standard breds are done once a month. The shoes wear out in about a month, so they have to get their feet done every 4 weeks. And just like our nails grow, their nails grow, or their hooves grow, you know, the best way to describe it. So that's got to get trimmed back to keep it at a more natural angle.
When I'm watching you do this, does it hurt the horses?
Nope, it doesn't hurt the horses. It's just like cutting your nail. You can cut your nail to a certain point without hurting yourself. The exact same thing with the horse.
Have you ever gotten hurt in this process?
I've been hurt here and there, but it's more just my own fault than the horse's fault. So it's it's just the stupid things that get you, not the horse.
How important are the shoes and the fit for these horses?
The shoes are very important. Every horse I try to treat as an individual, so every horse might have something a little different than the next horse. Not every horse can wear all the same shoe. There's such a variety of different types of shoes, from aluminum and steel and gluing them on to try and make these horses the most comfortable they can be and to perform at the highest level.
It's now time for one of my favorite segments on the show. We like to call it OMG because really all these races make us go OMG. And this one in particular because it has a huge payout.
Yeah, check this out. So at the Downs at Mohegan Sun Pocono last Saturday, we saw the winner of race 11, Rip Roy below up the tote board with a $117 payoff. He won by just a neck in 152 with driver Tom Jackson. By the way, the exacta paid over $820. And then just 2 races later, PL Hercules lived up to his name with a Hercules-sized return of $102 for a $2 win wager. Anthony Napolitano guided this trotter home in a 156 effort.
And if you're sitting at home and you're thinking, I'd like to collect on some of that big money, well, you can head to the track this week. Here's a look at the live racing schedule. The Downs at Mohegan Sun Pocono has exciting live harness racing Saturday through Tuesdays. Each evening, the post time is at 7 p.m. And at Harrah's, Philadelphia, there is Sunday racing with a post time of 12:40. Then on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, the first race post time is at 12:25. While you're sitting there on your couch enjoying this nice Saturday morning, we do want to make you think just a little bit. So Heather has a quick trivia question for us.
In what year did the Downs at Mohegan Sun open? It was the same year that $13,600 was the cost of an average house. Diet Pepsi was invented, and The Sound of Music was a huge hit in theaters. So put on those thinking caps.
We'll have that answer in just a second, but we do have to take a quick break. Coming up, we'll have a blast from the past, and we'll show you what's trending.
Lime time hangs in there. Now moving very fast. Skipper's Subject with Archie McNeil.
At Mohegan Sun Pocono, the colors shine a little brighter. The meals are just a little tastier, and the slots a little hotter. When you're here with great friends, the good times seem to last a little longer. And you just may feel a little luckier. Best of all, it's all a little closer, so you can shine on anytime you like. Shine on, Mohegan Sun Pocono.
It's Mac Lobel, and he's pouring it on. It's Niatros by 4, and he's going away.
The Harness Racing Museum and Hall of Fame, a place where heroes come to life, preserving harness racing's treasured past, while promoting its exciting future. And now get ready to harness your excitement with the thrill of harness racing's 3D simulator. The Harness Racing Museum and Hall of Fame, now offering free admission. Bigger, better, bolder than ever.
The Harness Horse Youth Foundation, changing lives since 1976 by providing unforgettable experiences while educating young racing fans. The Harness Horse Youth Foundation, hands-on equine learning at camps across the country and driving exhibitions. The Harness Horse Youth Foundation, providing scholarships, leadership programs, career and college information. Support the Harness Horse Youth Foundation. Log on to hhyf.org and find us on Facebook. The Harness Horse Youth Foundation, growing our future with enthusiasm.
Welcome back to PA Harness Week. Before the break, we asked you a quick trivia question, and now Heather has the answer.
I do. Okay, so when was the Downs at Mohegan Sun Pocono first opened? It was 1965. And today, one of the top harness racing tracks and fastest in the entire world.
And this week's blast from the past is all the way from 1978. That's 40 years ago if you're keeping track. It's the $100,000 Battle of the Brandywine, and Roy Shutt has the call.
There they go, Lime Time gets away on top, but Happy Go By is right there in the middle of the racetrack and is taking over. No, Lime Time hangs in there. Happy Go By is second. No, Yankee is third. Happy Go By went off stride and knocked Wellwood Hanover off stride. Coming around for the top of the stretch, Lime Time got that lead. No, Yankee is second. Happy Go By third. Coming on the outside, Spring Romp is fourth. That's Timely's Best Man fifth. They're coming by the first quarter. 28-3 by the stands the first time. Up on the front end, Lime Time going on top, but on the outside, Happy Go By is coming up to challenge. No, Yankee is third. Spring Romp fourth. Then Timely's Best Man coming. Skippers, Subject, Wellwood, Hanover, and Abercrombie is the trailer. Round the clubhouse turn, Lime Time going comfortably right now is on top. Happy Go By is second. No, Yankees in the garden spot. On the rail, third. Coming up on the outside, Skipper's Subject is fourth. Spring Romp is fifth. Timely's Best Man. That half was a good 58-3. Lime Time hangs in there. Now moving very fast. Skipper's Subject with Archie McNeil is winging up on the outside. Lime Time. Skipper's Subject is up there to challenge him. And Timely's Best Man coming on. So too is Abercrombie. But Lime Time is equal to it right now. 3/4, 127-3. Lime Time with the lead. Timely's Best Man coming on the outside with Skipper's Subject. And looking to come out is No Yankee. It's Lime Time with that lead. Here comes No Yankee. On the outside comes Timely's Best Man. It's Lime Time, but No Yankee's coming to him. Lime Time, No Yankee. Lime Time, No Yankee. No.
A sensational finish. No Yankee the winner. Lime Time is second. The time, a brand new Battle of the Brandywine record. 156-3.
No Yankee wins the 1978 Battle of the Brandywine in 156-3, a new stakes record driven by Walter Ross. And this horse was bred by Charlie Keller, who was a former New York Yankees outfielder, hence the Yankee name.
All right, we like to keep you up to date on things that are trending, and Heather found a little something fun for us this week.
I did. Check this out. So we have a Doug the Rescue Dog and his BFF Nigel, who happens to be a horse. You will see loads of adorable things on their Instagram account at go_Doug_go. That Doug actually doesn't even know he's a dog. He thinks he's a horse, so have fun following them. And then one more to tell you about Troll, the harness horse from Norway. Certainly is not afraid to demand attention from his favorite human. Check out the wonderful pics and videos of them on their Instagram account at Trotting Troll.
And of course, Troll would be from Norway. Just saying, I love the name. If you want to keep up to date with us, you can always go online to HarnessWeek.com. Of course, we're on Facebook at HarnessWeek, and we are all over Twitter at PA HarnessWeek. It's been another great half hour. Thanks so much for tuning in right here to NBC Sports Philadelphia. We'll see you next time on PA HarnessWeek.